Hi from my platform, Linda's TV show. If it is your first time, you are welcome. Please, after watching this video, if you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, put on your notification bell to all notification. It is very, very important because it will enable you to know when I upload a new video. Here we upload videos on daily basis as it is happening. We are bringing it live and direct, undirected to you. After watching, you are free to criticize, you are free to say your opinion, but let us say it constructively. Myself, Linda, will be standing here watching this video together with you from the beginning to the end. Then we'll go to the comment section. I appreciate you all, my
recently, in a recent statement, actually on his Twitter handle, the leader of the armed wing of the Han Igbo Biafra group has imposed a sit-at-home curfew on Lagos, Southwest Nigeria. What's your view on this recent pronouncement by Simon Ekpa?
Well, I saw the tweet and I wanted to reconfirm. I went to the page and I listened to the broadcast. And Simon Ekpa is saying that he will impose sit-at-home in Lagos, and that sit-at-home must be obeyed by Igbo people in Lagos, that Igbo traders, Igbo workmen must not go out on a particular date. First of all, I think in terms of global standards, we must recognize we must not take away the right of people to protest in whatever form, provided the protest is not violent. But I also think there are fundamental issues, around the organization that is issuing the order. This is an organization that we know has been involved in a string of violence, in some parts of the country. So there is genuine cause for worry when such an organization is saying that it will impose a sit-at-home in Lagos. And I also listened to him. He was saying that he will mobilize members of Eastern Nigeria Security Network to enforce that sit-at-home to protect the Igbo people in Lagos. But I think as journalists, we should not be carried away by symptoms. We should rather be also concerned about the disease itself. And I think what we are seeing is that Nigeria as a country is shrinking. State institutions are shrinking, and it is producing the beast in all men and women. There is no man that hasn't got his own beast instinct. When people are pushed to the wall, they come out with all sort of rash decisions, rash actions in order to express themselves. We should not forget that we fought a civil war, that ended in 1970. The question we should ask ourselves, is, have we been able to resolve the national question? When Nigeria was brought together in 1914, was it out of the free will and aspirations of all the ethnic groups in Nigeria? Even when the three regions were created in the 1950s, were the people duly consulted? Did they actually take a decision to be where they were posted? States were also created by military fiat. People are grouped into territories out of their own without consultation with them. So these things continue to breed a lot of violence across the country. And when we are talking about the fact that the country is shrinking, we have to take a look about the fact that a lot of people these days, they are not, I give you two examples. People are no longer interested in having their children go to school outside their own dominion. People are born in Lagos, they want to raise their children in Lagos. They are afraid to send their children, for instance, to go and school in the east or to go and school in the north. People in the north are afraid to send their children to come and school in the south. People want to go to the nearest primary school to them, the nearest secondary school to them, the nearest university to them. So in a way, we are shrinking back into our primordial enclaves. And there are reasons for this. Because we just look at the problem of security. If I travel here from here to Abuja, how secure I am. And it's not individuals who are supposed to provide security. It is the function of the state. And also what we are looking about in terms of providing social amenities, the essentials of life, food, clothing, and education, health. The state is failing in its responsibilities. In fact, what is happening is that we are shifting those responsibilities to individuals. For instance, people in House of Assembly, in the Senate, they are entitled to what they call constitutional allowance. They will provide roads, they provide water, they provide street light for the masses, they provide health, they pay school fees. So gradually, the citizens' loyalty is shifting away from the state to individuals. So when people have shift their alliance to individuals, and it means that the capacity of the state, the strength of the state, the grandeur, the strength, the loyalty to the state will diminish. And we are going to have a situation where there will be strong individuals and very weak institutions. So I think for us to address this problem, we should not just look at the order given by APOP. We have to take a holistic look at the fundamental problems confronting Nigeria, which is the national question. And in resolving this national question, we have to listen to all shades of opinions, even extremists, even liberal elements, conservative elements. We have to sit down together before it is too late, so that we can listen to all dissenting opinions and then look for a way to address the grievances of those that are involved in this clamor for address of the ethnic nationality question.
It bears to say also, that Simon Ekpa also imposed the sit-at-home order here on the Igbos in Lagos.
Yeah.
And he also announces the relocation of Igbo businesses, which some have actually termed as an attempt at economic sabotage. More worrisome is the fact that the Yoruba leaders and the authorities in Lagos have kept a mute indifference as far as this issue is concerned. Is that not a cause for worry, considering the antecedents of the activities of IPOB in the Southeast, when the Southeast governors also did not take proactive actions?
Yeah.
I
think if you look at the history of IPOB did not start as a violent organization. I remember that around 2016, that Nnamdi Kanu organized a mass rally where a lot of people came on the streets, thousands of people, and then there was confrontation with military men. Many of them were killed. IPOB claimed about 150 people were killed. The state says less than that, of people were killed. But the fact of the matter was that some people were killed. And I think that led to the upsurge in IPOB taking up arms resistance against the state. So I think the issue was not well handled ab initio. I think there is this concept that when once an organization emerges and it asks questions about the structure of the state, about this is the question of power, the solution should be to attack them, to bring down the organization, to extinguish the organization, to clamor the organization, to ensure that the organization dies. But the fact of the matter is that if people are fighting for ideas, it's always very difficult to suppress that idea. So I think, for me, I believe in constructive negotiation, constructive engagement, and I also think that it is also true that IPOB cannot claim to represent the aspirations and fears of every Igbo person. But you cannot take away the fact that IPOB is a mainstream organization in the Southeast. So if they are issuing a threat, it is important for us not to sit back, to sit as a big challenge that the state governors in the Southwest must wake up, because we are talking about harassment terrorism. We are talking about Boko Haram terrorism, and they are now compounded, with people trying to come and cause instability in Lagos. Because from our own perspective, there is a lot of things that we need to share in common with our brothers from the Southeast. If you go to Lagos here, by the time you see about 5 houses, at least you see an Igbo man living there. Go to the market, you see an Igbo man, you see a Yoruba man. In the workplaces, in faith organizations, faith-based organizations, we are all there. We are so integrated. And I think there has been a kind of offset in intermarriages between Igbos and Yoruba in the past 3 decades. So we have to look at the strength. While some people like Ekpo may be emphasizing the weaknesses, for some of us we have to look at the strength. We have to look at the lowest common factor that binds us together, which is poverty, which is hunger, which is exclusion, which I think if you see any Igbo man on the street, unless he writes his name, on his forehead, we won't know whether it's an Igbo man or it's a Yoruba man. Especially people that are from Ekiti, Ondo, all those areas. You hardly be able to distinguish whether they are Igbo or Yoruba people. So if there is violence, at the end of the day, it's an ill wind that will blow no one any good. So I think calling for Sister Atomi in Lagos, for me, a lot of people will see it as overstepping their bounds, because Lagos is not an extension of Biafra. So, and if you want to call for Sister Atomi, you have the legitimate right to do that in the southeast. And I believe that in the next few hours, next few days, I believe the mainstream Igbo organizations will come out to speak against that request, that people should stay at home. We are going to bring armed men to Lagos and all that. I think that's a call to anarchy. I will call on our people to be calm, to restrain themselves, and not to be carried away by the euphoria of speeches being made by ELPA. I believe we should continue to see ourselves as brothers, to see that we all want humanity, that shares a lot of things in common, and we should not allow these divisive elements to polarize us. We should look for the lowest common factors that can unite us, so that we can come together as one unified energy to confront evil as human beings, not as divided ethnic groups. We and Yoruba people share in common, that we can work together. Even when you are talking about the national question, if you are talking about restructuring, a lot of Igbo people share this aspiration with their Yoruba brothers. So I think what is most important is for us to look for the middle course where we can come together to challenge our common problems, as one people. I believe even there is Biafra today and there is Oodua Republic, we still have a lot of things to share together. Look at the old Yugoslavia. USSR broke into about 12 nations. They still relate together in the area of sports, in the areas of economy, in the areas of culture. A lot of them. In fact, there are a lot of Yoruba words that will find the same thing, in the Igbo language. So a lot of things bind us together, and I think we have to look at our strength instead of emphasizing on our weaknesses.
There are little or no compliance as far as this order is concerned in Lagos, but some have also, and in your comment earlier, you said that instead of us looking at the symptoms, we need to go deep into the root causes of this. And considering there is questions have been raised about the legitimacy of him actually issuing such kind of threat, this had arisen due to the fact that there were those who are actually finding the embers of discord and ethnic discord prior to the elections, and what happened during the elections, especially the Lagos State gubernatorial elections, where Igbos are targeted. I mean, why are we not even addressing those core issues?
Yeah, well, you see, there are always fringe elements in every society. But you have to look at the fundamentals. What happened in the presidential election was that Peter Obi won Lagos. And I don't think those votes were from, Igbo people alone. There are a lot of Yoruba people that voted for Peter Obi. And of course, across the Southwest, the Labour Party recorded some votes, apart from Lagos State. And don't also forget that the governor of Osun State, his mother is Igbo. His wife is Igbo, and eventually he won the election, under PDP. Also in Ondo State, Akeredolu is married to, an Igbo person. And in Lagos State House of Assembly, we also have Igbos who are voted for, by the people of Lagos. And also, I think even this House of Rep, there is somebody, I think from either South, who has won election into the House of Rep in Lagos State. So the fact of the matter is that I don't think the Labour Party candidate lost because of his parentage. I think it has to do with the quality of his campaign team, the messaging of his campaign team, the strategy of his campaign team, the media strategy of his campaign team, the campaign strategy of his campaign team, and I think those are the factors. And the fact that don't forget that when you have an incumbent governor has been there for 4 years, and somebody wants to compete with him, who just came about 3 months ago, it's not going to be.
Thank you so much, my wonderful viewers, for watching this video together with me from the beginning to the end. Like I said before, if you like what you see here, if you like what I do in this platform, As you have finished watching this video, please hit that red button that says subscribe and put on your notification bell to all notification. In that way, you'll be able to know when I upload a new video. Share my videos, leave your comments in the comment section constructively. Until I meet your way again in my next video, I still remain your Linda's TV show. Bye-bye.